How are you guys doing? I'm bringing you some more wonderful footage of WARNO. This is going to be a 1v1 on a death row map. I'm bringing you something really special today. So what we're going to actually be doing today is doing helicopters only. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. I am only going to be using helicopters throughout this match. I actually had to customize my own deck just to be able to accomplish this. Now starting right off the bat here, I'm just going to show you what we got here. Just a lot of helicopters, and I did a good mix of recon, anti-air, anti-infantry, and anti-tank helicopters, and we had about, I think, 13 helicopters to start off, and without further ado, let's start the match, guys. So right away, as you guys could tell, we're just trying to get our helicopters into position. Trying to create a good defensive line with an open field, so that way we could see the enemy and destroy them very quickly. Right off the bat, the enemy is pushing up the middle. Can't see this going too well. There you go. We just eliminated one of their recons. They are pushing up a bunch of infantry here on the left, trying to see if we have any weaknesses, but I guarantee you we do not. And we're gonna have just a wonderful time destroying their very on not heavily armored vehicles here. And there we go, guys. We immediately destroyed the enemy there very quickly. They just lost 4 infantry units here on the right. So definitely bad tactical decisions on their part to just rush us like that. I think if I was playing as the other team and I saw all these fucking helicopters, I'd be like, shit, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be pushing infantry like this. And right away, guys, they lose their Mi-8 helicopter there. So right off the bat, we're just doing really well with having this defensive line here. The biggest thing for me to make sure I did this successfully was to set up supply lines over here. I already have one helicopter right here ready to supply other helicopters, but as this match went on, I think I had 3 to 4 resupply helicopters, just making sure we had a smooth resupply line going to our helicopters, because obviously these things can run out of missiles quite quickly. There you go, we just destroyed a T-80, and now we're firing on a BRM-1 vehicle, which is going to be also destroyed there. My God, just these helicopters really do dominate. And I will tell you guys from real life, it's personally me being in the military, helicopters are extremely effective. It is really hard to beat helicopters with infantry vehicles. You can't shoot them down with anti-air and things like that, and man pads and whatnot. But again, here you go, guys. There was our first loss right there from that Mi-24 helicopters. But again, as I was saying, guys, that in real life, infantry doesn't have much of a chance against a Apache, because that thing can see you from really far away, shoot at you from really far away. It also has amazing optics and thermals and whatnot, and it can really make your day go bad real quick. So here they're chilling with their Mi-24 here. I really don't know what the hell the purpose of that is. Makes them very vulnerable. I see they're out of ammunition, but they still probably have plenty of rockets. Yeah, they do. They got 40 of the S-80 FP rockets, but not sure why they're just kind of sitting there. So as you guys see, we are kind of starting running out of missiles. Here I have this Cobra helicopter that just ran out of its tow missiles, and so I'm going to have to slowly pull certain helicopters back and resupply them and bring them back to the front line. Here you guys see me pulling back my Cobra, another resupply helicopter coming in, and I'm pushing up another Cobra right up here to kind of fill the gap if anything comes here through the middle, which the enemy for some reason really likes to push vehicles here through the middle, even though it's a kind of stupid thing to do. Now the Russians do have those Strelas that they could possibly use against these helicopters and bring a lot of losses. The only thing is, guys, to do a successful counterattack against what we're doing here, you'd need a lot of anti-air units, and you'd have to push them all at once with infantry anti-air units, and you would take heavy losses. But again, it's in one of these scenarios. The only reason I would say this strategy probably wouldn't work with someone against online is the fact that you can't really maintain this. I can't maintain this Like even with a helicopter deck, I don't get that many helicopters. If I lose these helicopters, I'm pretty much screwed. whereas they can have a lot of anti-air units and a lot of anti-air infantry, which could definitely overwhelm me over time. Now, if you're really good at micromanaging your helicopters, you could definitely choose this strategy, but I personally go with a more balanced strategy. You can use helicopters really like their cavalry back in medieval times. You can use them effectively if you know how to maneuver them well and put them in the right places. And again, like I said, it's all about having the right combination of things. So yeah, let's speed this up a little bit. It's kind of slow down for us. Here's that T-80 coming up right here. Immediately destroyed. That was probably like over 200 points right there for them. I can't imagine the T-80s being very cheap. Moving another recon helicopter up here. So let's see, what is the enemy doing besides sacrificing their units every like 5 seconds? And beautiful. I love hearing the ammo go off in these tanks, although it would be really cool if they animated the T-80s to have their the turret head to just fly off 20 feet into the air. Actually, I do know they have that animation for some of the NATO tanks. Again, not sure what they're trying to do here. It seems like the enemy is trying to push up their infantry slowly at us. But you know, very, very slowly. You'd want to do it in cover. But again, I have so many recon helicopters here, and the cool thing about these recon helicopters is they have the AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, which are very accurate. So it's hard for them to push up any kind of armor at this point. They should have really brought up more helicopters, even used their fighter jets. I was really shocked that they did not use their fighter jets at all this round. There goes another T-80. We just destroyed 4 T-80s here in a row, guys. I mean, look at this carnage. Wow. Kind of reminds me of what's happening in Ukraine right now with the Russian vehicles. Yeah, so they're not doing much. Let's see if we can... They're going to lose another BMP. There we go. I know eventually we do make a push here on the right to eliminate this whole threat right here. I didn't like how they were building up. Here we go. We're moving in on them. I guess we're just getting a little closer. Not quite. Enemy trying to use the wood line as cover. Here we have, this was actually really interesting, their artillery was trying to hit my helicopters from the top, which is actually, it is possible to do, but it is really hard and rare. It doesn't usually work. And here's another thing about these helicopters, guys, that would make it hard for the AA to kill them, is they hover really low. Here are scout helicopters with their miniguns are just chewing apart these infantry units. Yep, beautiful. And they're gonna lose this too. You guys see as I'm resupplying, a few go back, another resupply helicopter there. I got one resupplying here, a new resupply helicopter. We're pushing it up a little bit further. That way our resupplies are just much quicker. So we got a quite efficient war machine going on here. My UH-60 is hiding here in these bushes. Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to see that, which is good. Here we're moving another Apache helicopter. This thing is awesome. Love seeing this thing in action. So this is an incredible helicopter, the AH-64. Just an incredible helicopter all around. Here they are still trying to hit our helicopters with the artillery, but you know, it is possible because these helicopters do hover low. So, you know, it's maybe from the artillery hitting there. Wow, guys, that was really quick. It was over so quick, sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Again, really silly strategy. I was just curious to see if it would work, and it did. As you guys can see, my losses, I only lost one helicopter the whole game, which was my my anti-air helicopter. Anyway, if you guys like this content, I'll be making more, and take care.